18 points, 13 rebounds against the Dons of USF and then the Nittany Lions of Penn State as Clemson rallied in each ball game to get a victory and get their 6th win of the year. Tiger lineup becoming consistent inside Victor Locken. The first meeting for this Florida A&M team against Clemson since 2015. Schieffelin, little mid-range action from the baseline. Nearly 18 points a contest. They have been on the road quite a bit against some high major teams. But there's O'Neal, who had time out a career high of 26 against Trinity Baptist, an NAIA school. Jaden Zachary realized he had an opportunity and took advantage of it.
Coffee just was able to bank it in off the glass.
Here's Wiggins looking to return fire. Chauncy Wiggins, 35% beyond the arc, had 14 in the Tuesday win against Penn State. Head coach Patrick Crary grew up. Lock-in on the feed. Goes right around Jameen Charles, a 6'11", 220-pounder. Coffee pulls up. Now suddenly the Rattlers heating up. Came in at 32% beyond the arc. On the college level, never a college assistant, had some high school coaching. After the Wiggins free throws, launching from downtown, Milton Matthews.
It's Boise State. All his brother did was follow that up with 15 against Radford. But both of these were career highs for each player. Really speaks to the growth of them, but especially Dylan.
And Wiggins and the Tigers will head the other way.
And here's where Clemson wants to be effective. Get stops, rebound it, get out in transition where they can get shots like that.
Hunter uses the glass. Getting a breather. Feed inside, Foster, 6'6", but he plays so much bigger in his stops at Monmouth and Illinois State here this season.
And that's where I think Miles Foster can really help this team, when he can catch it close to the basket, where he can get to that right shoulder and score the basketball.
Off the glass for O'Neal and one. And he gives us our 3rd lead change of the opening half.
And those 2 bank threes as a staff defensively, Clemson, they know that they've contested those threes. They were fortunate to knock them in, but you got to continue to get your hand up.
O'Neal after Charles forced the turnover. Looking low, Foster. Lock-in, likes to step out.
Again, another great post-to-post pass.
Game tied up 23, Lock-in just 20% beyond the arc coming in. Bounce pass, nice find, Coffee, and the finish down low by Jameen Charles. Originally an advantage, they trailed early on, 5-0. Once again from outside, where he loves to live, Milton Matthews. 32% he has come off the bench and given them a boost. They're up by 5.
And that was another guard-to-guard ball screen right there. That's giving the Tigers problems.
Zachary with the answer. Tigers have he's got a half a dozen so far tonight, back to a 1-point game. Their top threats from the outside. Matthews can't get it to fall. Schieffelin looking ahead for Dylan Hunter. A little bit too long. Good job by the Rattlers to get back. Here's Zachary.
Part of Clemson basketball. You've seen players get better year after year, and Ian Schieffelin is a great example of that.
Zachary guarding Coffee, one of the better defensive guards in the ACC. Forcing about 15 a contest out of their opponents in the turnover stat. Coffee off to a good start. Teardrop runner, no. Lock-in comes away with it. Schieffelin, now Zachary. Zachary loves to cross the lane, and it'll go to the line.
Glass getting their hands on basketballs, but Victor Lock-in gets it to Ian Schieffelin, who pitches it ahead. Jaden Zachary able to finish at the rim. Use that.
Dylan Hunter exploring the baseline. Here's Schieffelin. And Dylan Hunter flies up there. Roderick Coffee, one of the good ball handlers on this Rattlers team. Back on the floor, Eatman with those 2 personal fouls, and he uses the glass going over Lock-in.
An open shot for Coffee.
Big on, big out high, and Hunter steps in to knock it away. Chase Hunter throwing it down. Many meetings against Florida A&M out of the SWAC. Wiggins open in the corner. Wide open, and a bomb from downtown for the Tigers junior. Violation.
Great extra pass right there by Jaden Zachary. Playing unselfish, moves it to the corner.
Washington out high. Again, the shot clock under 10. Tries to split defenders. Lock-in. Knocking it away, and it goes off Washington. Road trip, which was a 10-day swing from the Dallas area up to D.C. Never really allowed them to have a normal practice. They stayed on the roll the whole time. And that time, able to save a would-be turnover, and then the pretty Hunter. Out high, Zachary open. Lock-in on the offensive board. Zachary on the finish.
Great job by Victor Locken.
Playing motivated here in half number 2.
Victor Locken continues to do a great job on the offensive glass for the Tigers.
Schieffelin on Burnside. Can't get the bounce. Schieffelin with the follow.
Great.
Lock-in gives to Wiggins. From the perimeter again, Chauncy Wiggins. They're 2 of 7 from the field.
And Coach Carey is trying to get to that media timeout. He might have to use it here now after Chase Hunter knocks down another 3.
Pretty solid start, but what a schedule this year, especially in Littlejohn. And Zachary, what a defender he is. Little step through and a reverse. Cheating Zachary from one end to the other. Good at coming up with steals.
Yeah, that's been such a key to his career, his success the first 3 years at Boston College and now at Clemson. Just able to...
Nearly a 3-minute scoring drought for Florida A&M. Hunter, step back. Jordan Chapman couldn't close in time. Schieffelin for Dylan Hunter. Lock-in. Backing in. Goes underneath Charles. Matthews gets the attention of Zachary. That's been a big story in the second half, and Lock-in just takes it away. Chapman comes up with it. They actually reset the shot clock. And Chapman, his first attempt of the... about a week ago. Hunter, the answer.
And Coach Brad Brownell and the staff, they're trying to feed confidence into Mr. Foster, trying to give him some opportunities to get going a little bit.
Heatman couldn't finish, but Chapman going way up above the basket. FAMU just 9 points in the second half. Chapman will change that.
Back screen action right there by Florida A&M out of the timeout leads to a wide open dunk. That's the 3rd one so far tonight.
Hydebreeder, the smooth touch, the Air Force transfer.
Good job contesting the majority of them. But Florida A&M is a good shooting team. They're averaging 7 made threes per game. That's where they're at tonight going into this Tarleton State game. They'll get into league play with Bethune-Cookman, another Florida school in their league. Huge matchup in the SWAC.
Really nice play. They were the 2 Florida schools in the MEAC. They elected to go out to the WAC. Reeves able to avoid any kind of rim interference and others. Matthews, not that time. Good job by Burnside. Out to Coffey. Wide open.
For Coach Carey as they move forward from here.
Reeves, the Duke transfer. Limited action a year ago with an injury. Brad Brownell wants to see just that. Tough. Jones made the 3 earlier. Defended by Washington. Strong move on him. Right off the glass. You can see all the potential. Arizona State was in there, and Clemson got him to come down here from Landover, Maryland. On the wing, Chapman. He's felt it in the second half. Then Jameen Charles. Loose ball coming down in the hands. They were vital during the shoot around this morning. Trying to demonstrate the zone that Clemson would see. And Asa Thomas, who came on the floor a bit under a minute to play. This Thanksgiving weekend game. Tigers now get ready for the Kentucky Wildcats at 9:30 on Tuesday. Thomas lobbing for Reeves. Reeves gets the roll. And will come away with an 86-58 victory over the Rattlers of Florida A&M, a Clemson team that improves to 7-1 on the season. FAMU falls to 1-5, another one of those high major games on the road for them.